Today I'm going to talk you through the best women's shoes for wide feet and for bunions. We're going to talk through Hallux shoes, who are one of the favourite brands of ours and one that we recommend most often to our patients with bunions. So today we're going to talk through two fashion shoes that can really accommodate wide feet and a wide forefoot that we typically associate with a bunion. We've got the Hallux Star and the Hallux Cosmos. So first of all, we're going to talk about the Hallux Star, which is one of the most popular fashion trainer. We're going to talk through each of the reasons why this can be helpful if you've got bunion pain or you're looking for a fashionable shoe with a wide forefoot. So first of all, it's got a nice leather upper. So two things with that. One is, as we know with leather, it stretches around the bunion, but it's also got a leather liner inside, which means that there's no seams running across that bunion joint, which can really irritate it due to the friction that you can feel across that bunion joint, especially if you've got a cyst or a really sensitive big toe. Second of all, they've brought their shoe lining slightly upper above the big toe joint, so when you tie up your laces, it doesn't put extra pressure across that forefoot. And one of the most prominent features in this shoe, it's got a narrow heel and midfoot, but an extra wide forefoot. So one of the most common issues we see with women is that they've got a narrow heel and midfoot, but it then broadens out in the forefoot as a result of the bunion. So in this shoe, it accommodates that as opposed to a typical shoe that has a wider version of their normal shoe. In those shoes, typically the whole shoe is wide, whereas with Hallux shoes, they've made it nice and snug in the heel and midfoot, and then broad in the forefoot so that your foot doesn't move side to side in the shoe, doesn't feel like your foot's coming out the back of the shoe. So an excellent design overall for comfort and stability. One of the final aspects that we really like about the Hallux Star is that it's stiff in the forefoot, and what that means is as you go to push off, it doesn't create extra bend in that big toe joint, which is another thing that can really irritate your big toe. So overall, an excellent design. It's handcrafted in Portugal, a shoe that we'd really recommend to our patients. Then the second shoe that we'd like to talk about is the Hallux Cosmos. So as you can see, it differs in terms of it's got a soft upper, so that means that it will just curve around the shape of your foot, reducing the amount of pressure on the forefoot. It's really brought the lace design upward off the forefoot, again reducing the amount of compression that you might feel on that bunion. And like the Star, it's got an excellent narrow heel and midfoot and then a broad forefoot, so really allowing those toes to splay, taking the pressure off that big toe joint. The final thing that we'd like to show you about the Cosmos, which is an excellent design, is that it's got a slight forefoot rocker. So you can see that it has a slight tilt from the midfoot to the forefoot. That allows your foot to propulse forward as you go to walk. And what that means is, again, it reduces the amount of extension at that big toe joint, offloading that bunion and reducing your pain. So an excellent design overall, and two shoes that we'd highly recommend. There's links to each of them in the description below, as well as links to the Hallux shoes website, an excellent website to look at sandals, more fashionable shoes and heels alongside fashionable trainers that come in all different types of widths and accommodate all types of forefoot pathologies. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and if you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content on bunion pain and bunion relief.